Catullus 3 is a eulogy to Catullus's girl's pet bird. So we start with our imperative. So he always starts with some sort of invocation. And so these first two words, he's calling upon the veneres et cupidines. And this sign's a little bit weird. It's like however many there is, and then these two go together. These are both genitives of rather charming men. And this is a comparative adjective. Alrighty, and then we've got passer, mortuus est, and then again, these are genitives like we had in the last poem. Passer, and this is just kind of repeating passer is dead. And then this is just like the last poem, in apposition, so it's renaming the bird. And then we have this of. So that's creating an anaphora right there, in good parallel structure with the bird first and then my girl at the end there. Alrighty, then we have a little relative clause where this quem refers back to the bird, so the bird whom, and that quem is accusative. Your subject is illa, verb amabat. This plus means more, and it's going to have an ablative of comparison with it. So this is an ablative of comparison, and that is going to be translated as than. So whom she loved more than oculis suis. This suis is going to refer back to our subject, the girl, so it's the girl's oculis. All right, this next line, we've got erat as our verb. The subject has to be masculine because of this adjective melitus. So we're going to make the bird our subject. So the bird was as sweet as honey. All right, and jumps in there. This norat is syncopated for nowhereat. And so the bird had known his own master, so that being the girl. And then this is a little bit of a strange construction. Ta means as, bene well, and then quam here is as. The girl, use that verb again, and then her mother. Now we talked about this ipsam in class. It can either go with little dotted line here, suam, so had known his mistress herself, or it could go over here with Macham, her mother. The girl knew her mother herself. Kind of ambiguous there. All right. Then we get a little more information about the bird. So the bird still being our subject. So the bird nek moebat, say, gremio. And this ilius is going to mean her, and it's going to refer back to the girl. So from her lap. But, and this is a present active participle, again, describing the bird. So just now jumping around, just now here, just now there. And then our last line, we talked about this word being an onomatopoeia. So pipiabat, he was chirping, ad solum dominam, and then this word is continuously. In the second half of the poem, it gets a little bit darker. So this qui is again going to refer back to the bird, and it is nominative, so it's going to serve as our subject. So who, now, it is our present tense of the verb to go, and then these are going to go all together here. Look, you can consider this an enjambment, so go through that, through the dark journey to that place. And then unde means from where, pretty commonly forgotten word. Our verb negant means they, from your NT, so they refuse or they deny anyone to return. So we're talking about going to the underworld where you can't come back from that. And then he kind of takes this different approach where he's going to talk to the malai tenebrai. This is vocative. And then orci connects with that, and that's going to be a genitive. So the evil darkness of Orcus. And so he uses this idiomatic term that means may it suffer for you. And so that you referring to the evil darknesses. And then this quai refers back to the tenebrai. There's our verb, and then omnia bella. Alrighty, and then he's continuing to talk to the darknesses, and he says, you have taken away so bellum passerem, and then this mihi is a dative of separation, and so that means we're going to translate it as from, so you've taken the bird from me. And then he makes a couple just interjections here, vocative, and this miscella is another diminutive, so like little miserable bird, something like that. And then the last line, it's a little bit complicated, and it brings us back to his real concern, the girl. So we know that he only has the one girl, so this cannot be our subject. This is going to be genitive. Our subject is actually our last word, oculi. And so those are her little eyes, another diminutive. Rubent, and this Turgiduli, interesting word, kind of ugly sounding, goes with O'Kelly. And then we've got two ablatives. So we have tua, opera, and then we have flundo. Flundo is a gerund. And I would translate as ablative of cause here. So her swollen eyes grow red from because of weeping. And so remember, your gerund is just an ing. And then tua opera. So now because of your deed. And then we'll talk more about this in class, but notice that this is a singular your. So think about who is he referring to? Is he referring to the shades? Is he referring to the bird? Is he referring to the girl? And we'll talk more about that later.